Okay, now we're going to look now at making a fly lead for an LED. The fly lead is a lead which is going to allow, kind of does what it says really, it's going to allow our LED to be mounted separately from our printed circuit board here. Sorry, printed circuit board there. So to make this be able to mount off, the LED mount off the circuit board, we're going to get our LED here and we're going to put a fly lead on it. So the first thing I'm going to do is take the LED, this is a standard kind of warm white LED, and just bend the legs out like that. Then got our fly lead, which is 2 colours of wire. We need the 2 colours of wire because these are going to correspond to negative and positive. And we just unravel about 2 centimetres. Then we're going to take this tool here. This is a wire stripper, although it does cut on the inside there. And what we're going to do, really closely here, you can see, and what I'm going to do is just strip off about 1 centimetre of the outside insulation and just twist up the bunch of wires that are revealed. So these are the conductors inside. You can see they just fray out a bit. If I just twist them a couple of times, and then we get a nice pin there. I'm just going to pull these apart. So I've got that one like that, and I'm going to get the other end and do the same thing. So I'm just unraveling these, and I'm going to strip about 1 centimetre off here, and there. Now we've got both ends are stripped off, and what I'm going to do now is get my soldering iron. I've got my soldering iron. I'm going to just clean the tip of the soldering iron with the sponge, and you can see I've got a nice bright tip of the soldering iron there. I've got myself a small amount of solder. Having cleaned the tip of the soldering iron, I'm just going to add solder to it. That process is called tinning, which is covering one metal with another. I'm then going to take these leads that I've twisted up here, and I'm just going to add solder to them. You can see that the solder there is just sticking on. If I put this one down, a good tip here is if the things are moving around, just put your you can see tinning that one, tinning that one. The solder actually runs in to the twisted wire. Then I'm going to get the other end of my wire. Again, using these wire strippers, just hold it in place. I'm taking my soldering iron out of the stand. I'm just touching some solder onto there and touching onto there. Now I've tinned all 4 ends of my wire. What I'm going to do now is very carefully add solder to the legs of the LED. You can see that. And then we've actually tinned the legs of the LED. What I'm going to do now is pick my positive and negative. Just move that now, I can see. And I'm going to say, okay, I know the long leg is positive. I'm going to fix the white lead as positive. So I need to make a note of that. And I'm just going to hold them together, touch them together. Both sides are coated with solder. And there we go. Now the next one's a little bit more difficult because you've got to pull it round and touch them together. And you can see there that the legs of the LED have been soldered onto the wire. We can twist that back up. Now we've got a problem here. If these two touch, we may get what we call a short circuit. So it might be a good idea when you're building this. I've left this off because you can't really see it, but what you can do is unravel this and put some heat shrink, and we'll look at that later. And then the other end is I've got those soldered. What I could possibly do is just use some wire clippers to clip off the ends. And there we are. There's a LED fly lead.